I'm sorry. I've been. Hello and welcome to the hospital. Is this a social call or is anyone feeling ill? I didn't think so. Pardon me for not noticing you earlier. I've been, you've probably noticed, a bit pensive. And there's a lot to be pensive about, actually. I've mentioned this before. Now that the weather has gotten warmer, more and more of last year's crew is being rehired to work on the railroad. This is the Virginia and Tennessee Railroad, running from Virginia to Tennessee, and we're not a lot closer to Tennessee than we were when we went to a short crew because of the winter several months ago. As more and more workers come back, there's a potentially dangerous situation which could evolve. I'm specifically concerned about crowd fevers, and there are several of them. You may have heard of them. Typhus is one. Also goes by the name of spotted fever, jail fever, camp fever, ship fever, otherwise known as putrid fever. It's very bad no matter what you call it. Since they're going to be coming back and the population of the camps are increasing, I'm afraid we may have an outbreak of typhus if we're not careful. I hope I have in my kit what it takes to treat them should anyone come down. I know that in an ideal situation, they need well-ventilated rooms should they come down with putrid fever. We have no well-ventilated rooms. They live in tents. They should have change of clean linens at least once a day. They're lucky if they have one set of linens at all. And we should be sprinkling chloride of lime across the floors. They don't have floors. They're in tents. So all the conditions to provoke an outbreak of typhus exist. Why it hasn't happened already, I'm not exactly sure. But should it happen, I hope that I have everything that I need to take care of it. Let's see, one thing, if they come down with it, I can give them an Ipecac enema. I have no cluster syringe, so I can't do that. We have calomel, plenty of calomel in various forms, pill, powder. It's the miracle drug of the day. I rely on it for quite a number of things. What else? Let's see if I can remember. We have to keep the bowels open. We do that quite a bit. We have some Oleum racini in stock. I do have plenty of that. Do any of you speak Latin by any chance? Can you translate the term Oleum racini into English? No? Well, let me do that for you. Oleum racini, its literal English translation is rancid oil. You probably have had some, but you didn't know it under that name. Its more common name is castor oil. And if you've ever had any, you can probably understand why it's known as rancid oil. But at least I have some. What else? Oh, if they come down with a headache, I need to shave their head. So I'm going to have to use my razor that I shave myself with, which, if that's what I have to do, that's all right. And then I sponge them with some cold water from the creek. If they lapse into a coma, which I hope they do not do, I need to apply blisters to their shaved head, but I don't have any blister beetles. This is pretty much all what I have, and it's just going to have to do. We're so far away from any established medical facility or hospital. By the time we get there on a push cart along the rails, the situation could turn terminal. But that's not the only thing I'm being pensive about. The typhus fever, putrid fever, is not the only crowd disease. There's also smallpox, variola by another name. Now, for myself and for all the Americans working here on the railroad as part of the crew, I'm not terribly worried about that because we've had our, what they call, vaccinations. The common workers, the laborers, they're almost all Irish. Have they been vaccinated? Granted, Ireland is part of the British Empire, and the whole idea of vaccination against smallpox originated in that empire with a fellow, what was his name? Edward Jenner in the 1700s, late 1700s. So because of vaccination, we don't worry too much here about smallpox. But I don't know, as I said, if the Irish are vaccinated. May have some problems there. Let's see, what are we going to do for smallpox? Well, do I have any? A refrigerant such as chloride of potassium, right here. And I'm fully aware you can't read the labels. Maybe you should get your eyes checked. Just making a little joke there. This is a refrigerant diaphoretic. It will also induce perspiration, sort of sweat the smallpox out of them. If it advances to the point, and it probably will, where you get the various pustules, we're fully aware that you could suffer from significant scarring. So, to hopefully avoid that, get some tincture of iron and some lunar caustic, silver nitrate, and just in a solution paint the various pustules with them, and God willing they will not leave behind terrible scars. Let's see. Itching. There's going to be, with smallpox there will be some itching. It's unavoidable. So they need a soothing cream of some sort, and I have some, I hope it's still good. Oh yes, simple cerate. Nothing more than beeswax and lard. We'll use that on them. And can hopefully keep them confined to their tents. I wish there was a spare tent to be used to quarantine them, should they come down. I'll have to talk to the resident superintendent and see if there can be a spare tent that can be used for this. Maybe yes, maybe no. It's all for the good of the railroad. Keeping these people healthy and working keeps the railroad happy. Oh, there's one other crowd disease, It's also one of the poxes. No, not that pox. Chickenpox. At least with chickenpox, I'm not terribly worried at all. All I need is some rest and perhaps a little... No, that probably wouldn't do any good. The oleum racini, the rancid oil. A little silver nitrate. That will work just nicely, I think. And if we're lucky, none of this will actually come to pass. Then I can go on to worry about other things like rattlesnake bite, cottonmouth bite, all the other snakes that are around here that are poisonous, copperheads, for instance. Yeah, it requires a whole new kit, pretty much. But this is about the best we can do. Thank you very much for dropping in. I do hope you stay well. If not, essentially I'm open here every hour of the day. Do not hesitate to come see me. I have something that'll fix you up very fine. And in the meantime, until our paths cross again, I have the honor to remain your most respectful and obedient servant, Dr. Toons, coming to you from, as always, a very long time ago. We'll see you at a future date, probably same place. Thanks very much for dropping by. It's always a pleasure to see everybody. Take care now.